What's up, Coronation? Welcome to another episode of Coin for Thought. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos to come. So today, I really want to jump into it. I want to talk about budgeting. I feel like anytime I bring up that word or that word gets thrown around, people always seem to think that, it means that I cannot spend money. I have to just be good and I can't really be happy. I can't really spend money on the things that I really want. I have to sacrifice and life is just going to be crap. And that's really, really not the case. Budgeting gives you the ability to spend money on the things that make you happy and the things that you need, but it does it in a way that makes life really, really balanced. So this way, you're keeping track of things, you're not really going overboard on things that don't really matter, and you're able to live a life where you're financially free, where you're not really stressed, where there's a flow to your finances and your life in a way that you would have if you budgeted, essentially. So how does budgeting really work and where do you really start? Now, I have an amazing template on my website. I'm going to link that template below. So that way, you have something to take away after this video. But let me just get into it and teach you how you're going to budget. Now, before I do that, I get a lot of people asking me, hey, you know what, Nikki, how am I supposed to budget if I don't really have the money to save? And I'm going to answer that question in a few seconds. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to figure out how much you make. It sounds easy, right? But believe it or not, a lot of people don't really know how much they make. They don't really look at their paycheck. They don't really know when their money is coming into their account. Now, bills are structured in a way that's completely automated. Your cell phone bill comes out, your mortgage bill comes out. All these things in your month are just coming out automatically. And it's really hard to keep track of all these bills that are coming out. But can you say the same for your savings? Are your savings automated too, just like all your bills? So when you get that paycheck, or you make money, say you're an entrepreneur, say you're a business owner, and you get that client, you close that transaction, now you get paid for your work. Or say, for example, you get paid bi-weekly, you work for a corporation, and now it's payday, and your paycheck has just come into your bank account. What do? You first understand how you get paid, okay? Is it monthly? Is it weekly? How much money is coming into your account per month? It's really, really important because not every expense is really monthly, but monthly, you have to allocate for these expenses. Say, for example, you might do a service on your car once a year. You might take a vacation once a year, but that amount needs to be divided up monthly into your monthly budget. So when you get your pay, you need to save a little bit of money for that trip that you're going to take at the end of the year. So it's things like that you really need to remember that people really don't remember. They think, okay, what do I need to spend on this month right now? And then once they spend that money is gone and there's no money left, which is why you have a lot of people saying, hey, I don't have the money to do this, or I don't have the money to do that because there isn't any money there because it wasn't really budgeted. So when you get your paycheck in, you look at your paycheck and you go, okay, now we have a cash flow. We have inflow of money, okay? What's our outflow? What are your utilities? What is hydro charging you? What is gas charging you? What's your electricity bill? You have an alarm system. What is that alarm system costing you? What is your food bill? What is your food bill? Like, you could be going out to eat. You could be making food at home. What do you spend on clothing and grooming? What do you spend on transportation? Do you have a car? Are you leasing or financing that car? Maybe you have car insurance, and maybe you're taking special trips somewhere. Maybe you have special expenses like special hobbies, special memberships. Maybe you have Netflix and Disney and all of that. Maybe you're paying for education. Who knows what you're doing, because everybody has different expenses that they need to write down. So as you go through the month, you have to make a note and put on a list of every single thing you do. Now, my budget template has a list of the major expenses that people would have, but you might have some expenses that are just, different that you might have to add to that template. And the more you track, the more you have an understanding of how your money is really flowing out after it comes in. Now, you take your income, you add up all your expenses, and you say, all right, what's left now? And once you say what's left, you figure out, hey, do I have a surplus or is it a deficit? And then you go back and you say, okay, let's divide my expenses from my needs and my wants. So these are the things that I need. I need clothing, I need food, I need shelter, I need transportation, I need to pay for utilities. And the things that I might want are really nice clothing, fun cars, expensive hobbies, expensive activities. And where do I really cut that? Where do I really cut so I can turn around and I can save and I can budget for myself? The big thing to ask yourself too is, are you paying yourself? Because at the end of the day, everybody that has a bill payment is paying money to that company. That company is turning around and saying, well, you use my services and I'm going to take money from you. But what about you? What about giving back to you? What about putting aside money for your retirement, your happiness, your, whatever plans and goals that you have? Are you doing that for yourself? Now, once you have that sorted, it's easy for you to really sit down and say, you know what? These are the areas in my budget system that need to be changed and altered. And the thing to remember is that it doesn't really happen overnight. You can't just flip a switch. You've built these habits over a really long time. And the goal is to develop a sense of consistency. So just like bill payments come out every month, you need to schedule, savings to come out every month. You need to figure out and say, okay, well, before I had no savings because, say, for example, I was spending way too much money on food, or I was going out and I was shopping way too much on clothes. And all you do is you gather $30 here, $100 here, $20 there. The pennies really do add up, whether you like to believe it or not. And once you have a savings structure, it's going to take you 3 months, 6 months to really get into it, to really feel like you're being consistent. And once you are, you're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to feel like you're giving back to yourself. You're not going to feel that stress and that panic every time you see your credit card statement, because you're going to have it paid. You're going to have it paid. So I hope this video helped you with your budgeting. I hope it gave you some tips and tricks. Don't forget to check out that resource. It's really helpful, and it'll give you some direction on what to do as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.